I married a rich girl. We were together since school. This is my rich wife, Susie, and I am Nick. We studied in the same school, graduated from the same college, and were always together. Susie belongs to a very rich and affluent family, whereas my dad was a mere clerk. Initially, we were just friends, but soon we fell in love. We are dating each other since high school. I am a singer, and Susie was my biggest fan. She cheered me and loved my voice. In college, when her parents came to know about our relationship, they tried to separate us. I remember her father kidnapped me, only to offer me money to leave her daughter. But I refused all his offers, and Susie began loving me even more. After dating for almost 5 years, I finally proposed Susie with the least expensive ring. But that ring meant everything for her. She hugged me, kissed me. That was one of the best moments in my life. Even after her family resisted our marriage, we finally got married in a chapel. Our wedding day was amazing. All our school and college friends gathered to wish us. Susie was on top of the moon. After our marriage, Susie's parents reconciled. They gifted us a big mansion and also made me one of the board of directors in their company. Susie was their only child, and they loved her a lot. Everything was going super awesome. Our married life was great too. 2 years later, Susie gave birth to a handsome baby boy. We named him Hank. We both loved him a lot. But then, Susie also wanted to continue with her career. She wanted to launch her luxury interior company soon. I decided to support her and take care of Hank. But then, I also had to go to office, and things were getting difficult. When one day, my mother-in-law suggested that we should hire a babysitter for Hank. The idea seemed right to both of us. My mother-in-law found a babysitter soon, and she began to babysit little Hank in daytime. Every day around 10, I used to leave Hank with Tina, and usually return home at 5 in the evening. Tina took good care of Hank, and even Hank seemed to be fond of Tina. Susie was now living a balanced life. She was able to concentrate on her career as well as family. We were the happiest. But all of a sudden, something changed. Tina's behavior began to change. She started flirting with me and also began wearing revealing clothes. It was odd, but I ignored her. I thought maybe it's just a phase and she would understand that I wasn't interested in her. But then she took a step ahead. One day when I returned home, I found her in lingerie. She was hot, no doubt, but God knows why she was trying to tempt me. I knew this was wrong, and now I clearly need to talk to her. So I walked to her and said, "Listen, Tina, whatever is in your mind is wrong. I am not interested in you. I love my wife." To which she replied, "Oh really? You really love that fat woman? She is not perfect for you. Look at yourself. You are such a hunk." "You deserve better, Nick." I understood that it was a waste to explain it to Tina, so I went straight into my room. I decided that I would ask Susie to change the babysitter. So, when Susie returned home, I told her that Tina's behavior is getting odd, and I want you to replace her. At first, Susie was shocked, but then she remained silent as if she understood. But then, when she went to the bathroom, she came back screaming. "What's this, Nick? You have been cheating on my back?" Susie was holding a used condom and a bra. I was shocked. I was not guilty, but now I was trapped. I tried to explain it to Susie, but she didn't want to listen to anything. Soon she called Tina and my mother-in-law home. She asked Tina about me, and Tina lied that I was having an extramarital affair with her. Susie was furious. She screamed at the top of her voice, and her mother supported her. She added, "I told you not to marry this poor guy. He was with you for your money. Now see with your own eyes." Susie was crying. I tried to tell her that she and my son was everything for me, but nothing was making sense to her then. She threw me out of the house, and then I saw the evil smile on my mother-in-law's face and immediately understood that it was all her plan. She never liked me, and did not want me to be with Susie. But now, we had a son, and I wanted my son. My mother-in-law made sure that no one gave me any job so that I wouldn't get the custody for my son. I was on the streets, homeless. Months passed. I couldn't see Hank and Susie. I did not want to live. There was nothing in my life without Susie and Hank. One night, I was walking on an empty street when all of a sudden, I saw a speeding car crashing with a wall. The horn kept honking, and I knew the driver was badly injured. I rushed to save the driver only to find it was Tina. But now, she needed me. I took her to the hospital and her treatment began. 2 days later, Tina gained consciousness and realized that I was the one who saved her. She was feeling guilty for what she did to me. She thanked me for saving her and also said sorry. But now, everything was lost. I was again walking on the streets homeless when a huge car stopped by me. It was Susie with Hank. I cried seeing her. Tina had informed Susie about the truth, and it was all her mother's plot. Susie cried. She begged sorry. I hugged her. I was happy that I met Susie and Hank again. Last 2 months were the worst months of my life. Susie had a big argument with her mother and asked her to stay away. Things are better now, and I want them to stay like this forever. If you like my story, don't forget to like and subscribe.
It all started when I was in 12th grade. I was then one of the most popular girls. Sorry, forgot to introduce myself. I am Nora, and I have been known for my belly dancing skills. My mom was a belly dancer, and so I too became one at a very early age. Everyone said that my belly dancing was mesmerizing, and they were amazed. This boosted my confidence, and I believed I could impress anyone, especially guys. So, in my class, there were 2 rich guys, Alex and Tyler. Alex was the famous Instagram star, and he was a dancer too, whereas Tyler was a nerd, always busy with his iPad, doing some coding stuff. I was certain that I wanted to have a famous boyfriend, one who could match my fame. So first, I decided to impress Alex. He usually used to practice after school, so one day, I waited for him. He was practicing alone, so I joined him and showed him some of my moves. He was delighted to see me dancing. He also asked me out, so that evening, we hung around, we watched a movie, and then went clubbing. For the next few days, I dated Alex. He was fun to be with, but something inside me was bothering me. Soon, I realized it was Tyler. Tyler didn't even pay attention to me or my dancing. He was least interested in me, and that's when I decided that I will impress him and make him fall in love with me. I started following him everywhere. As I said, he was a nerd and was always busy on his iPad. One evening in canteen, I offered him a soda, to which he said, "I don't drink soda. Get me a cup of coffee." I was taken aback, but then I brought a coffee for him. I wanted to talk to him, so I introduced myself. "Hi, Tyler. I am Nora." I waited for his reply, but he didn't even bother to reply to me. I sat with him for 15 minutes, but he did not speak a word. Next day, I met him in the park. Here too, he was busy coding. Soon, my friends realized that I was trying to get closer to Tyler, and they began teasing me. They were of the opinion that either Tyler is a gay or he is not interested in any relationship. I challenged them that in a month, I will make Tyler fall for me. Now, I only had a month to impress Tyler. I kept following him, trying to talk to him. But of no use, he always ignored me as if I was not there at all. As the days were passing by, Tyler's ignorance was getting on me. I was irritated and frustrated too. I had never lost any bet and didn't want to lose this too. So, I continued to chase Tyler, and like always, he was ignoring me. Soon, a month passed and I lost the bet. The very next day, Tyler walked to me and said, "Hi Nora, I know you have chasing me for a month owing to that silly bet, and that was the reason I ignored you. Well, you are a nice person. We can still be friends if you would like to. Saying this, he offered his hand for a shake and I instantly grabbed it as if that's what I wanted. I was so happy finally Tyler the ignorant talked to me. Soon, we became friends and we met often. Once Susie saw both of us hanging around and she could not believe her eyes. The next day, he came to talk, and I told her everything that happened. Susie said that I should not be friends with Tyler as he insulted me in front of the whole school. She called me a chicken for befriending Tyler. I was startled, and Susie's words were making sense to me. Susie advised me that I should take a sweet revenge for what happened, and I agreed to it. So, then I started finding what would be my revenge. One fine day, Tyler told me that he has completed his dream project, something in coding, and he is supposed to present it in a business summit next Monday. I behaved as if I was too excited for him, and I also told him that there's a party on Sunday from my side. He agreed to join me in the party. Sunday night, we met in a disc. We had drinks and danced for hours. As it was getting late, Tyler was worried about his presentation the next. He was about to leave when I offered him the last drink. With little concern, he gulped it. Down little did he know that there were sleeping pills in it. He went home and I was happy that my sweet revenge was taken. Tyler slept till late afternoon and his business summit was gone. He called me up as he woke up and I laughed at him. You insulted me and this was my revenge. Hope we would be friends after this too. Tyler immediately disconnected my call. He did not call me afterwards, nor did I see him in the school. Years passed. I was in college doing my master's. It was time for college interviews. Many companies offering jobs had come to the college, even my dream companies. And there I saw Tyler as one of the interviewers. I was shocked. I knew he would immediately reject me and take his revenge. He did not ask me any questions. My interview went well, but I was sure that I would not get this job. To my shock, the final selected list of candidates had my name. As Tyler was leaving, I went and said sorry to him for whatever I did. He patted my back and said, "Thanks to you, I could not attend the business summit or else I would have sold my idea. Now I am the owner of my own company just because of you." I wanted to do bad to him, but it turned out good for him. This day, I realized that God's plans are different. There can be something good and everything bad.